house in 2012, and at that time we had full knowledge of the settlement terms. We felt assured by the settlement terms because they seemed so clear-cut and specific. They used language like in perpetuity, supermajority, and other language that seemed designed to protect the county, and we felt protect us. So we were very happy about that. If the developer chooses to build a golf course, that seems to me to be fine because he's specifically allowed to do so in the settlement agreement. If he chooses to build 2 estate houses, that's fine because he's specifically allowed to do so in the settlement agreement. However, if he chooses not to do either of these 2 things, he has agreed to leave the land as green open space in perpetuity. And that is also fine because he's required by the settlement agreement he so willingly signed. Incidentally here, Commissioner Nance, in your discussion of the environmental impact that I found very compelling, I note you didn't address my own preferred alternative, green open space forever. I believe leaving the land which is intact is the most environmentally friendly outcome. Now, because a heavily traveled thoroughfare splits the PUD into 2 parcels, there is a tendency to view them as separate. This point of view ignores the history of the settlement agreement. Significant concessions were made to the developer, permitting him to expand the towers on the western side of the PUD in exchange for his commitment not to develop on the eastern tract, except to set forth in the settlement agreement. The developer does not intend to give back any of these negotiated concessions in order to be permitted to develop the eastern tract. In fact, the developer isn't negotiating for additional valuable concessions. He is unilaterally requesting them in exchange for nothing on his part. He's putting up, hey, this is better than a golf course, but that's not really the choice. The choice is between what would happen if the golf course isn't there and what he's proposing. So he's not putting up anything, in fact. Commissioners, you have no obligation to accede to his request, and I hope you don't. I see no reason for you to amend the 2008 settlement agreement because any of the things the developer promised to do in it are fine. If you commissioners agree to amend the settlement in accordance with the developer's wish, my faith in governance would be significantly degraded. The 2008 commissioners signed the agreement after protracted litigation and extensive input from the local citizenry. I believe that effort should be respected as a reflection of the will of the people. Thank you.